Fernand, you mentioned Zone 0 earlier, but you said it's rare on land rigs. Can you explain more about what exactly Zone 0 is and where it might be found?
Great question, Gabrielle. Zone 0 is the most hazardous classification in the APIRP 505 zone system. It's defined as an area where an ignitable atmosphere is present continuously, for long periods, or frequently.
Continuously, like gas is always there.
Exactly. Think about a situation where gas or vapor is always present, or it's expected to be there for significant durations. On offshore platforms or processing facilities, Zone 0 might exist inside a gas separator, inside a pressure vessel, or at the bottom of a flare knockout drum.
So we wouldn't usually have Zone 0 on our land rigs.
Normally, no. Most land rig operations are open to atmosphere, and even in places like the mud pit room or degasser area, the gas release would be intermittent, not continuous.
Could it ever happen here?
It could, under special conditions, for example, inside a mud gas separator, or buoy degasser, if it's improperly ventilated and gas accumulates, or inside a sealed tank or vessel used to collect gas-laden mud continuously. But typically, in well-maintained land rigs with good ventilation, you'd rarely classify a space as Zone 0. It's more of a risk in confined, enclosed process vessels in continuous hydrocarbon service.
And what's the control requirement for equipment in Zone 0?
Excellent point. In Zone 0, you can only use intrinsically safe equipment. Even explosion-proof enclosures aren't acceptable there because any equipment could become a source of ignition if it fails.
So it's the strictest zone.
Exactly, the highest risk and the highest control requirements. If a zone is classified as Zone 0, you'd need continuous gas monitoring, hot work absolutely prohibited, no standard electrical equipment, and very specific permit to work and rescue procedures.
Thanks, Fernand. That clears it up. So our rigs hazard drawings wouldn't show any Zone 0 unless there's a closed vessel in constant hydrocarbon service.
Spot on. When you get to offshore facilities or refineries, you'll see it more. But always be familiar with the classification. Even if rare, it can exist during abnormal situations like equipment failures or confined space entries.
Noted. I'll check our hazardous area drawing when we get back to the office.
Summary. Where could Zone 0 exist on a land rig? Inside a mud gas separator if gas accumulates continuously, inside a sealed tank receiving continuous gas flow, inside process vessels in hydrocarbon service. Rare on a land rig, only classified as Zone 0 if explosive gas mixtures exist for long periods or continuously. Equipment allowed, only intrinsically safe, equipment.